start over there, and then just slowly straighten it out. Queensland Raceway, time attack round 4. The Focus ready to go, even a little bit of branding quickly this morning before I left. We got the car all set up and ready to go on the track. Here we've got GPS up over here, timing up over there as well, secondary timing down there. And then we've obviously got the official Queensland timer, Westhold timer over there. So what I'm going to do quickly now is set up all the cameras and then get the harness on, get my long sleeves on, and we're out in the second group today. I've been put in Group C, not having known what times we've done in this car before. C probably the front of the pack because all of them are over a minute around sprint, and we know we'll be a lot faster than a minute around sprint. But that's okay, it gives us a nice clear track to go have a bit of fun on. So let's get the car hooked up and then test out the car officially. First session done, 59.3 off the bat. The car moves around a lot more than I expected. Could be suspension, could be tires, it could be a few things. And going through a corner, it just hops, and you'll actually see it in the video. You'll probably see me moving around in the video as well. It moves around a lot. We went on that infamous ripple strip out of turn 1, which wreaked out the stability control on the 8.6. In this car, it turned off the all-wheel drive system, went through turn 2, tried to accelerate out of it, and just spun up the wheels. So in front-wheel drive, it's not a nice car to drive at all. It's too much power for the front wheels. Get it to stop disabling the all-wheel drive system and then try and get it to put a bit more power to the rear, I think I'm quite happy with it. It's got awesome lift-off oversteer, trail braking into the corner, lifting off the brakes, it just rotates on you. The car feels really balanced. I didn't once understeer. That's the reason why I went for this car. So I've dropped the pressures, we've got our next session coming up. Let's see how it goes. Second session back, slower because it was in drift mode. Drift mode's fun, but it's not fast at all. Going into turn 2, you'll actually feel it grab the brake on the inside right rear to send you sideways. Well, I think that's what it's doing. It's definitely what it feels like it's doing. Put it back into track mode and go have some fun. It was also getting a bit warm over there. All-wheel drive turned off, but I stayed on track to see what would happen, and it did turn itself back on. It's not the end of the world. Once it's turned off, it turns itself back on. Back into track mode now and let it cool down a little, and hopefully we can get some good lap times out of it. I really want a 58, but at the same time, a 59.3 I'm pretty happy with anyway. Cool, let's do it. can go faster again, and just testing out the limits of the car and finding out what it likes, what it doesn't like. It's an interesting car to drive. I think what's happening is I think it's pulling timing at the moment with the oil temperature getting as high as what it is, so we just physically can't go faster. I'm going to compare the sessions and check the difference in the acceleration, but coming out of turn 6 it feels like it's down on power. We definitely need to get an oil cooler on here and keep those temperatures down because they come in at 125 degrees on the oil, so any sort of built-in system will try and save the car. Pretty heavy on juice, started with half a tank and almost done already, so I'm just going to chuck another 20 liters at it, have a couple more sessions. The next few sessions aren't really about gaining time at all. It's just a different track layout, see what time I can get anyway, might as well. It is a very fun car to drive. I really need to sort out the systems disabling all the things that I want to do, and then we need to do brakes. Brakes are just too soft, not very confidence inspiring, so we'll change the lines, we'll change the fluid, we'll change the pads, we'll probably run the ME20s again from Endless, and we'll try and run it on those discs to see if the disc obviously can handle it. So for the rest of the day, just a few fun sessions, so we'll show you a couple of those and then we'll do a wrap up at the end of the day. But so far, really happy with it. Can't say I'm not driving it hard.
Oh, you can tell when you're watching it. It's throwing it around a fair bit.
Yeah, I just want to see what it's capable of, you know. It needs it though, because these tires are... Really good day, really happy with the car. To do a 59.3 in a completely standard car is ridiculous. The tires are just not suitable, and we didn't even do suspension alignment, but if you look at the tires now, and I've just noticed that they're actually falling apart. So we've been running on the sidewall of the tire quite a lot, and yep, tires are not supposed to look like that. So I think it's safe to say they're done. Front left over here as well, you can see we've been running straight up to the sidewall right over there. So that means we definitely need a lot more camber and less sidewall movement on the tire. We've got smaller rims as well, pads, the line and the fluid. So the brake's really soft now, so the fluid would be probably, in fact I probably won't even open that because that'll be a bit warm over there. That's the end of the first test on the track with the car. Packed up now, head on home, park it up in the garage and start ordering the parts that we need. Once we've got all the parts, we'll start fitting it up and we'll get it back to the track. Next event, Ford Focus Chassis Shootout. So ideally we'd like to get those things done before then so that we can be the fastest RS out there. Back at the skid pan again. It's a Wednesday morning and he's come out to the skid pan. I've just got out the car with him now, spent a bit of time teaching him how to slide that thing, and that, as far as I'm concerned, the best corner he's ever done. He's also brought his son down in the 8.6 again to give it another crack, and this kid's really starting to get the hang of it. Just getting on the power again too early, that's all. Remember, let it get to the point where it feels like it's about to straighten up, and then on the power again. The car goes sideways on you. While it's rotating on you, it needs no power. Because if it's still rotating and you give it more power, it'll continue to rotate. But when it feels like it's about to stop rotating, that's when you're back on the power to continue to slide. Keep giving that a crack. You got a nice corner here earlier, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
After a few more exercises, it's clicked for him. It's always fun watching someone who's never done it before. That moment that it clicks in their head, what it is that they need to do, and then they just start sliding. Yeah, I get a lot of pleasure out of that. There's a training exercise I do that when they start sliding the car, I get them just to catch the slide all the time and not actually get back on the power, so they can get used to that whole catching the slide feeling. And that's what he did. He just did laps and laps and laps of that, not getting back on the power. His problem previously is he got on the power too early. So what I got him to do is a few laps of that, and then like magic, it just clicked and he was like, now I understand what you mean. So let's see him actually slide it properly now. And as you can see, he was patient before he got on the power there, and that's what he was struggling with at first. And now he's got it. He's just got it. I've got a lot of respect for supercar drivers that drive their cars properly. I did get a steer of it earlier, and it's an interesting car to drive with all that weight over the rear wheels. So what we're going to do is hopefully he'll give me another chance in the car, and then I'll get him to hold the camera so I can show you what it's like to drive that thing, because it's pretty cool. She's not light on fuel, eh?
No, mate. That was full when we got here. So you're trying to get the opposite lock as quick as you can.
As quick as I can without too much, so it doesn't flick us the opposite way, and then we can use the power more.
Yes.
So turn in power, get it to slide.
Yes.
And then use the power to keep it there.
Yes.
But balance the power nice and smoothly.
Yes.
And then when you want to flick off the power, let it actually flick the opposite way, because you've got the engine in the back, which acts as a bit of momentum to throw it. And then to get it out here, you've got to stretch it out wide, and then bring it back in.
That is sweet, dude.
It's got a lot of grip, eh? We'll turn in on the power, let it slide straight away, and then you can use the power to keep it out that way. Nice and smooth through here. Let it flick hard the opposite direction, and then use the power then. Let it flick hard, and then back with the power. Keep it going. Stay on the inside there, then you stretch it to the outside. Stretch it to the outside, bring it back to the inside over there, and then just slowly straighten it out.
That is sick, bro. That is really impressive.
Got it?
Got all that, yeah, got all that, right. Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, just do that.
That's impressive, buddy. Yeah, it certainly catches you out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Quarter steer power. Off. Power, 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 power. Oh, just too much. You know what I like about this car though, with all that weight over the rear wheels, even when you mess it up, it doesn't completely flick around on you.
Yeah.
See how it just like comes to a stop? That's actually pretty cool.
Water, I'm just holding on to your line.
So this is water, come off it, and then now water. Look off it, now power, 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 power. Oh, come off slowly.
Sounds like a wheel.
We just committed though, you just wanted that.
You say power, I can do that.
Off, power, off, power, 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 off. Turn in power, off, stay off, power. Oh, we haven't got that one.
Nice. Thanks, mate.
Check out our website at www.skidcontrol.com.au, facebook.com/skidcontrol, as well as Instagram /skid_control. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.